Hi guys, we've had some changes to Elementor come out this year, which you may have seen if your website's running on Elementor. And we've had quite a lot of people asking for a bit of help with navigating the new layout on Elementor. So I just wanted to send a video to you all, just talking through those changes and a bit of a reminder of how to work with your website. So when you're logged into your website, if you're on the front end, you should see this black editing toolbar at the top. If you're in the back end, your dashboard will look something like this. All the dashboards are a little bit different, but this is basically the WordPress dashboard back end, and this is the front end with the editor. So quick reminder, we always want to be editing with Elementor. We don't want to be editing with WordPress directly, or we're going to lose all of that formatting on the page. So if you go into your pages, if you're in the back end, or if you're on the front end, you can navigate directly to the page you want. If we're on the front end, we just go straight away to edit with Elementor. If we're on the back end, we don't want to click edit and we don't want to click onto the page. We want to hover over the page we want, and then we're going to click edit with Elementor. But either way, it's the same. We always want to be editing with Elementor. So I'm just going to click in that and bring up the Elementor loading screen. And the big thing that they've changed and moved around is that the editing admin, whatever you want to call it, toolbar is now along here at the top. It used to be down here, bottom left, but it's now here. So pretty much does the same thing. There's not too much difference. It's just looking for things. So in the same way Elementor has always functioned, any element on the page, you can click on it, and that's going to bring up your editing panel here on the left. And then you can go in and make any changes you want, whether that's a picture, text, a button. It's always the same format. You click on it, the editing panel comes up here on the left. You can tap this arrow at any time if you want to hide the editing panel and preview how it's going to look when it's live. And one of the changes that's new is your responsive controls are now always visible here in the top. So with just a click, we can see how your site is going to look on mobile, tablet, and desktop. So really handy that they've put that there. You've, like before, got your eye, which is going to let you preview your changes. So you just click on that eye in the top right, and then when you're ready to go live with that, we just click on publish up here. Most of these we don't really use too much. The layers can be quite helpful if you were really getting into advanced page structures, but generally if you're just changing a couple of things, we're not going to need to use the layers option, but it is helpful sometimes if you're trying to find and edit something in particular. A big change which threw a lot of people, you used to have a history button. It used to be a little symbol down here, which they've now hidden away. And that would let you roll back to changes you'd made in the session. They've moved that up here. So if we click on these little lines on the top left corner, it's now here. So we go history, and at any point, if we'd made any actions, like deleted something, that would appear here in our history tab, and we can just go back and undo those changes if you accidentally deleted something or changed something you didn't want to. Difference between history and revisions, or actions and revisions. Actions is only within the current editing session. Revisions are previously saved and published changes to the page. So we can go back at any point to when the page was last saved. So for this page, it was a week ago. We could go to one 4 weeks ago or a month ago, wherever you want. But that's how we roll back the page if we ever need to. The plus will bring up or bring back your different widgets. So, like before, once you've got your elements or your widgets, you can just drag anything you want onto the page. So let's say we had a section, click the plus to bring our widgets back, and then that's how we start adding elements and building out the page. So this is the same as it's always been, hasn't changed. And it's just classic Elementor letting you build these kind of layouts very, very quickly. Just a quick reminder on these, typically you have 3 sections, which is the content, the style, and advanced settings. What they do is the content is obviously going to let you change the content. Style will let you change how that content looks. If you want to change color, whether it's centered, font, whatever we want to change, that will be under the style tab. And the advanced tab lets you add things like padding if we want some spacing, margin. Generally, you're not going to need the things in the advanced tab too much. Responsive tab lets you show and hide things on different screens. So if I wanted this whole section hidden on a mobile, I can hide that on mobile. So when I go to mobile, in preview mode, you'll see it's grayed out. If I hide that, you'll see it's just not there at all. So really handy feature to have that. And we can also reverse the column order on a mobile as well. So if you're in the advanced tab under responsive, we can go reverse columns on mobile, and that's going to swap the column order around. So on a mobile, we would just have the picture first and the text after. So that's quite helpful actually if you have a layout that looks something like this. That's not going to be particularly nice on a mobile because we would have text, picture, picture, text, and oh sorry, I hit it, didn't I? It just doesn't look too slick. But if we reverse that on a mobile, right, let me show you. Yeah, so it doesn't look really nice. We have text, picture, picture, text. Like it kind of looks inconsistent. So what I would do is click onto the section, advanced, responsive, reverse columns on a mobile, and now we have that consistent format on a mobile where it's text, picture, picture, and then on a desktop it goes back to our nice alternating layout. So yeah, just a quick refresher. Hope that helps. If you ever need any training, just let us know and we can book that in with you.